Monday morning.
About that. All right, what's number 5 for you? We're getting into the nitty gritty now.
All
The
right.
nitty gritty. All
I
right.
might get some 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 bros on this one in the comments.
Everybody got to have a movie that you like that nobody else does. I mean, that's just how it is, you know. All
I
right.
don't know. I mean, not in the top 5. Top 5 is you should now maybe like from 5 to 10, but top 5 you probably be about the same. It's just gonna be in different order. All right, so my number 5. Let me get to it. Is Endgame. I put Endgame in number 5. I love Endgame. I thought it was a really good movie. I like how they tied the end of all the phases, phase 3 and Robert Downey Jr.'s part, and all the main Avengers and everybody had their epic thing. I really liked the movie. The whole year-long wait after Infinity War was epic. Just preparing. I don't think I've been more excited for a movie, but. And I wasn't let down from the movie, but I don't think it was still like, oh, it was one of the best movies, top 2 or top 3. I think it falls in that top 5 category. They did a lot with this movie, but it just didn't do it for some of my favorites that I like in the MCU.
Okay.
What about you? What'd you get?
I will give you what you patented, the bruspect. I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay.
Because it's a very good movie. It's a very well done movie, and I could see why it would be in your top 10. I could see that. I just don't put it in my top 10. When we watched it recently again, in order to see the extra footage, and I was sitting there in the theater, I found it very hard to watch another time. It's the whole first act, which I love because the acting is really, really great, but it's really slow. And then there's not really any action in the second part. The third part of the movie really makes it. Like the third part of the movie, like that right there is awesome, but it is hard to watch.
I don't think I heard you right. Did you say not in your top 10?
It's not in the top 10.
Bruh, not in your top 10?
No.
I Am Iron Man not in your top 10? Okay. We might just need to
the last third of the movie will be in the top 10.
I mean, the first act was freaking epic, man. Them was like liar, fall to the ground, and they're just trying to figure stuff out. Man, that thing is still good. I watched it the other day. It's still good. You need to watch my movies, man.
If they can make a shorter version, I think it would be up there. Okay. All right. Let me see. This is number 5. Okay, here we go.
Drum roll anymore.
Come on, man. Just give me a trumpet or something. Clarinet. Do a trio.
Yeah.
Get a hand clap.
You get one clap for yours. No head game.
Number 5. Guardians of the Galaxy 2. I love that movie, man. I love it. I've watched that movie so many times. It is very, very rewatchable. It is very funny to me. And the very end of the movie, like the whole thing, like after Yondu dies, like I think I've cried every single time. I think I've cried every single time I've watched that. It's good. It's well done. And I think the thing that makes the movie the best is the music. The music really ties everything together. Like that one song, if you will love me now, you'll never love me again. Just never break the chain. Like I love that thing is jamming. I was like, who the heck is this? I've never heard this song before.
Yeah. So the music is good on there, on both of them.
Yeah. The music, without the music, it probably wouldn't be nearly as good as a movie, but the music really makes the movie. So that's why I put that in my top 5. I can rewatch that movie over and over again. All right. I submit myself to the judges.
You get a bro because that should have been to me in top 5. You don't got Endgame on there. You might get bros all the way through. I'm sorry. I mean, I love Guardians of the Galaxy. I like both of them, but I don't have any of them in my top 10. So just let you know. I mean, I did rewatch. I used to have, I think, the first Guardians in there because I really liked the first one. I didn't really like the villain that much on the first one, but I liked the whole team coming together and see everybody kind of like forming together. The second one was cool too, seeing his dad and everything, but I thought it was more the same from the first one. They just, expound on, a couple more developments of some of the characters with Nebula and the Baby Groot.
Mm-hmm.
I like Big Groot better.
Bro, him bringing that toe back. Come on, man. Come on, bro.
That was hilarious.
Come on.
There was. I'm not saying it wasn't a really good movie. It's not in my top 10. Then that sure it could be in my top 5.
That one, okay, yeah, that one at least could be on your 10. I would say that at least to be at
Maybe.
10. Go ahead and put Avengers at 9, and go ahead and put this at 10. Okay, for you. All right.
I love Logan. Can't help it.
Bye. Character his only powers are claws, and now he's old.
He can heal.
He can't heal anymore.
He can't heal that fast. He can still heal a little bit. It's coming along. All right. So,
number 4.
Number 4.
What's it be?
get the hand clap over here. It's Infinity War. I like this one. Definitely prepared us for Endgame. Both of them kind of go hand in hand. That's why I put them right behind each other because you can't have one without the other. And you had to see Thanos snap everybody away and win, and make everybody cry, and take Black Panther from us. So we can get Endgame. So Infinity War, I've rewatched that tons of times. I mean, I watch that movie all the time. And now it's a bill on Netflix. I think we probably watched. It's probably the most watched movie on Netflix, at least for the year Endgame came out. So yeah.
I had everything to do with that too, but I'll speak on that later. I will definitely give you a respect on that, definitely, and I'll speak on that later. All right, this is number 4. Okay, here's number 4. Winter Soldier. Winter Soldier. I thought I told you. Winter Soldier. Winter Soldier is also one of the most rewatchable movies in the entire MCU. Like, you can just watch it over and over and over again. I love the fact that this movie knows what it is. Like, there is some comedy in it, but it's very little comedy. It's an action movie. It's an action suspense movie, and that's what it is. And I love it for it. I love the movie starts out as soon as he starts throwing that shield at people, just cling, 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 and he's just killing people. Like, oh, like the movie doesn't slow down after that
at all.
I was so not ready to watch this movie when it came out. I was not a fan of Captain America after his performance in the first Avenger and then Avengers. I was not a fan of this movie. The previews didn't set it up for me. But as soon as I started seeing him, I was fighting. I'm like, oh my God, Cap's killing people. Yes, this is a great movie. It could easily be just depending. It is only not number 1 just because of the quality of the movies above it. I mean, but it's nearly a perfect movie. So, all right, sir.
I give you respect on that one.
You darn straight. You don't respect that one. You could just stop.
Yeah, I had to. I mean, it's never mine, so I respect on that.
All right. So what you got? I'm sure you're about to say the same thing for number 3.
Well, you think I might say the same, but I might say something different. No, I'm saying the same thing. Winter Soldier.
Right.
It's number 3 for me. So yeah, it was a battle up there in that top 3, man. I was like, I don't know which one I'm gonna pick. So, but yeah, it's like I got like 3 number 1s, like because those are my movies I go back to, and I'll rewatch those no matter how long. Like I say Iron Man because I really love Robert Downey Jr.'s portrayal of Iron Man. I can just watch him. But these movies, portrayal. Okay. Anyways, my words, wrong words. Somewhere I'm saying.
No, it's right. You said it right. I'm just gonna point out the fact that you say it all the time.
I said it. All right. Anywho, but yeah, the last 3 movies, I think I just go back and rewatch those all the time just because like they're like the best Marvel movies, or best superhero movies I could say. So I'm just leaving it at that because you just talked about it. So go ahead and go. What'd you give me?
I'm going to give you Of course. And respect.
There we go.
Respect. And now it is time to unveil movie number 3 for me. Can I get a whatever you're gonna give me?
You get 3 claps.
Black Panther.
Wakanda.
Wakanda forever. I will say that this movie has actually slid down a little bit. It was number 1 for me. It was my all-time favorite movie of all time. But I have found that it is not quite as rewatchable as some of the others. Like I find Winter Soldier much easier to watch over and over and over and over again. Black Panther is not one that I can watch over and over again. It's kind of like Dark Knight to me. It's a movie I need to sit down and concentrate and focus on, but I cannot deny the quality of this movie. It is such a very well done movie in so many respects. The acting is amazing. The graphics are amazing. The setting is amazing. It's a very, very good movie. And not just because I'm black, okay? For all the other people, but
it's because he's black. That's the only reason. Black Panther's the worst MCU movie of all time. Worst man in the wall.
I'm pretty sure the people that feel that way didn't make it this far into our video.
No. It's like black people turn off.
Right. So yes, Black Panther is number 3. Such an amazing movie. All right, we're getting into the top 2 now. It's getting dicey here.
Give you the broader respect.
You give me the respect and just go on.
I'm rocking with the Black Panther over here.
Well, no question about that.
All right. So I'm in number 2. It's tough. But I had to go with Wakanda Forever.
I know you wanted to make the Lion King sound.
I was thinking about it. I was trying to think like, what's the story that was on Black Panther? It was like, he was basically about to do the Lion King song.
Yeah, because I wanted to do that too.
Yeah, Black Panther to me, all because like to me, the first half of Black Panther, I would probably rank it maybe probably not in my top 10. But that second part when Killmonger comes in and he says, "Hey, Auntie," like from that whole point from there, just took me up to another level. I was like, okay, this movie is off the dang chain. Like he just ran up there, told him he got the emotion, he got people screaming and crying. I'm like, oh God, he done killed his own brother. Oh, that was his son. Oh, they didn't. Okay, how they gonna fix this? And then they threw T'Challa over when he threw T'Challa over that waterfall. I'm telling them actors got their money's worth right there, boy. Them women had me about to be in tears, boy. There was Bassett, Angela Bassett. Ooh, she had and Okoye. I was like, dang. I was like, this is tough. Had the music drop in there. That's your king. I'm your king. And then Mark B come out there stunting with all his little tats all over the place. I'm like, okay, this is good. Like this one went up a new level right in this moment. And from there on, to me it was like it's just always been fun to watch, and just the acting is the best out of any of the superhero movies that I've named before. The acting is it's so impressive. It could have had a little bit better with the fighting. I think if they go in the next movie that we talked on one of our earlier shows on Black Panther 2, bring in that Civil War Black Panther fighting. Like let that hand-to-hand combat get up in there. Don't do everything CGI on the next one. So I think as long as they stay with that, it's gonna stay up to par with the first. But yeah, that's definitely that's number 2 in my book. So,
okay, all right. I mean, of course.
Hey, I gotta see it. I gotta see. You might give me a breath pick real quick.
I mean, because we're black. Speaking of black, let me get the drum roll, the hand clap. This is a new one for me. I initially saw this movie and definitely would not have been a number 10 for me. But I recently watched the movie on Netflix the other day, and I was like, this movie is so great. It is so amazing. Definitely my favorite Spider-Man movie, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. It was wow. I
Can't
loved
be
it,
mad
man.
at
I love this movie. Huh?
I can't be mad at you on that one.
Yeah.
It wasn't that high for me, but yeah, it's definitely in there. So
I know. That's why I had to borrow you.
that's okay. I was about to say I thought you brought me because it wasn't on your list. So you brought
Yeah,
me because it wasn't higher on my, but
you had
lower
that
on my list.
some nonsense 7. You had it.
Um,
You had it at Shazam level. Come on, bro.
I had that 6. I had that 6. It was in front of Iron
Oh,
Man.
oh, okay, okay. Yeah, man. It's a great movie, man. I don't know what I was missing the first time, but the second time watching it's the everything about the movie is just it's great, man. I can't say enough about it. All right. So I would just go ahead and give me the respect. Go ahead.
Yeah, respect. We got that.
All right. So before we get to number one, I'm curious to see. I'm trying to think of what else would be left. Because you said Infinity War, you said Endgame, and you said Black Panther, and you said Civil War. So I'm trying to think, well, what the heck is your favorite movie? But before we get to number one, we're gonna go ahead and drop those special mentions. So any of the movies that you wish you could have had on top 10, but you just couldn't have, just go ahead and rattle them off there, sir. Rattle them off.
All right. So I had Deadpool because Deadpool was really good. I really liked the first Deadpool. Changed the rated R version of movies, of hero movies. X2 was really good. I know you had what you have at 9, and then
10.
10. Okay, First Class. I really like First Class. That was close on the list. Homecoming and Far From Home. I'm giving them kind of together because I love all the Spider-Man movies, but those I just couldn't find a way to get them on my top 10. They were really good, but they just weren't that the next level. Blade. I really enjoyed the first Blade. That was always real fun. And Spider-Man 2 with Doc Ock and everybody. That was probably the best Spider-Man from the first was Tobey Maguire Spider-Man trilogy. And for a while that was probably one of my favorite movies, but 15, 20 years later, they're gonna come out with something better. So it couldn't make it.
All right. My special mentions would include Iron Man. Just such a great movie, still a classic. Civil War. Civil War is a really good movie. My only thing with it, it doesn't hit my top 10, maybe just because of how they combine the comedy and the action. But I think it's still a great movie. And I will say that these top 10s are like completely subjective, made up within like 5 minutes. If you ask me my top 10 tomorrow, it'll probably be a completely different list. Right. I will always stick to this movie that a lot of people hate, but I love it. I love Spider-Man 3. I do. I love Spider-Man 3. I think Venom is terrible in that movie, but there are so many good things in that movie that outweigh it for me. And I'll go ahead and put Endgame on a special mention because I've always wanted to do that. I'll put Endgame as a special mention. Mainly more so, again, my issue is just the second act. The first act, again, the acting is really great, but it is a little slow. The third act is amazing, but the second act, because there's not that much action in it, it's more so like a yearbook photo, like hey, let's go visit everybody, all of our old friends. That kind of slows it down for me there, so it didn't make my top 10. All right, here is number one. Let's find out what is. Oh, I'll give you a list of. I think I'll give it a respect. Yeah, I'll give you a list of respect. I'm sure you're gonna give me the brawl, just off of Spider-Man 3 alone.
Off of the mentions.
Yeah,
you getting a bro. No, you're getting a bro. You're not getting respect off of that mention. I'm sorry. Endgame, what? 9 top 10? It's okay. And Spider-Man 3, I'm like, what the heck? This is the one that everybody hates.
Well, not every. There's quite a few people. We're gonna start a group.
It'll be like 3 of you guys in it. So
it's like a lot of people that like Spider-Man 3. I see that topic come up all the time. Anyway, it is time to figure out what Chuck's favorite movie is, because I think mine will be easy to determine because there's only one possible movie. it could be. But I really
I
don't
thought
know.
you would have got it. I can see you weren't listening that well. So it is Iron Man 2. Not
Yeah, that'd have been just cutting off the video, bro, right there. Like, you know what,
it
bro?
is Civil War. Civil War is my favorite.
Of
I was
course.
wrestling with the three. Black Panther, Winter Soldier, Civil War. I had to go with Civil War just because I had my boy Tony on. You know, that's my favorite dude. So I had to see that scene when Bucky, when he finds out that Bucky killed his parents, and then Cap, smacks him, and they just start going at it. Boy, I'm like, whoa! And then us fighting into that scene, the whole end scene. I think I got the scene over there. I won't move the camera. But when he shoots him with the blasters and wasn't blocking with his shield, and like they just like the music zooms, like, man, that whole part right there, it's like it's shaking. that with that movie was the catalyst for Infinity War. Because other than that,
Right.
they probably would have won if they were still a
Mhm.
team, and there wouldn't have been no end game or nothing. They would have beat Thanos in the first one. But those two epic alphas colliding, and a big lie that nobody knew about was good. I like how the Russos tied that in. I know they didn't make it exactly like the comics, but to me, without the X-Men and the mutants, they couldn't really do the comic book version of Civil War with just like registering heroes and super mutants and stuff like that. Because there really wasn't enough of them in the MCU to do it that way. So seeing them have,
the 6 of y'all are registered.
huh?
So the 6 of y'all are registered, and a couple of y'all are from. A couple of
there
y'all
weren't that
from
many of
England,
them
too.
on there, so so I like how they used Bucky as the catalyst of, okay, that's the whole premise of the movie is Cap that's his man, that's the dude, and he got to keep him from getting shot and killed because everybody's
Right.
coming after Bucky. So that was cool. It's like Cap was like almost like the John Wick of the movie, trying to protect Bucky. The whole time
Mhm.
everybody was going after him, so I enjoyed it. That's always one of my favorites. So it's number one for me.
And I will give you a respect on that, bro. Respect. Again, these lists are completely subjective, and probably if you asked me this list on tomorrow, I probably would have Civil War relatively high on the list. Civil War is a great movie. And it's interesting. I just want to give a shout out to Robert Downey Jr. because you've mentioned him several times, and as it pertains to acting, and it's like the entire cast of Black Panther and Robert Downey Jr. Like that's all the acting in all the movies. Everybody else is just okay, but they're like, I mean, if you look at Robert Downey Jr., I mean, number one, Iron Man, the original Iron Man is great. Number two, Iron Man 3 is an iffy movie, but everybody saw it and it made $1 billion because they wanted to see him. Then number 3, you look at his performance in Civil War, and again that role, like you said, when he found out that that Bucky killed his parents and that look that he had, I mean, that was amazing. And then his performance in Infinity War, and then the coup de grace. I mean, his piece de resistance, his performance in Endgame was just amazing. I mean, so he's definitely the best actor, and he deserves every single cent of that multiple $1 billion that they gave him because he's acting his tail off.
He did.
He made Iron Man an actual character that people actually care about because nobody did.
Nobody.
They want to see the man pop his claws. Hot bub. All right. It is time now for my favorite movie. Should come as no surprise. It is Infinity War. I love Infinity War. When it first came out, I felt like I was a little disappointed. Like, I thought it would have been better. I thought it would have been funnier, But since that time, I have rewatched that movie multiple times. It is my favorite movie to do work to. Like if I want to do work, I'll just have it playing in the background. If I'm doing stuff on my computer.
Real quick.
Huh? What? You gonna pause the video?
No, I was like, you start working. Like, turn on Infinity War real quick.
That's exactly what I do. Exactly. I want to hear something, and then every time I stop, I hear it. Bro, the scenes with the Guardians of the Galaxy and Captain America and Spider-Man, They are hilarious, bro. It's like,
You
oh,
know,
is it
like
still
Iron
great?
Man. Spider-Man.
Iron Man, Spider Man. Yeah, it's like Footloose. Is it still the greatest movie of all time? It never was.
Maybe just scolded and Star-Lord the entire movie.
Right? And then what is it? What do your people do again? He said we can take things. We take ass and kick names, kick it or whatever. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm dying, bro. The movie is that whole part right there where they're interacting is great. So yes, Infinity Wars is a great movie. It's extreme one of the most rewatchable movies I've ever seen. So that is why it's at my favorite at number one. Okay, so what do you guys think about all this? Let's see your top 10. Go ahead and put your top 10 as we share this on Facebook. Go ahead and criticize our list. That's fine.
Give us some
Or agree
bruh,
with our list.
some respect.
Yes, bruh or respect. And we will give you a bruh or respect on your list as well. So just know that when you post your list. As usual, if you like what we did, make sure to give us a like. And of course, you've got to subscribe to survive. This is Color Commentary, where we give you views from a different side. Bruh. Peace.
Saturday morning.